everybody again. So it's my pleasure to basically introduce Alexandra Fraser, who works at the venture capital company in Benton, and she's basically the business development and marketing person there. She basically assesses, sources, manages, and assesses business plans. So she's the first point of entry for business plan funding applications to Inventor. And she's also in charge of the marketing aspects for Inventor for the company as well. So she's quite experienced when it comes to seeing ideas, having them basically, developing them further to getting to a pitch stage. And she's got quite a bit of information to share with us regarding that. She has a master's degree from the University of Edinburgh Business School, where she looked at thesis basically was to investigate the venture capital space in South Africa, and promised on that. She also has a technical degree, which is where I basically met, and we did our BScs together at the University of Cape Town in molecular and cell biology, where after which she basically decided to go more business and experience in, I think, a marketing degree as well at UCC. So let me just introduce Alex, invite you to come and speak to us. What do you do with this?
What I also got to say was a big apology for the misunderstanding that happened last week because of we had to move the date. But thanks for all being here again tonight.
I'm the business development manager for Inventor, and for my teams, I get to do all the marketing. And a lot of that is a lot of talks and chatting to our customers, and somehow I've always been landed with marketing. So I actually don't have to do any marketing. And it's very much, just something as a and we have a degree in entrepreneurship as well. So but I haven't actually got around to being an entrepreneur yet, and I think myself as being entrepreneurial, but I haven't quite got up the courage to start my own business, which one day see. I hope you guys are going to be able to see my slides. And I do want to apologize. Last week I was sick. I thought I had to be, but it turns out I didn't have to be because I got a very difficult head today. So I'm also very snippy today. Excuse me, and I'm going to pour myself water now. I want this session to be very interactive. Please interrupt me, ask questions if you don't understand anything, if you disagree with me, feel free to say so. Because this is kind of it's quite a subjective topic. Somebody asked me to talk about trends, and it's really around opportunities as well. So what are the entrepreneurial opportunities? And if you've come up with an idea of think of an opportunity, how do you tap into those trends to really maximize the business value? How do you use those trends to really position your product or service or business in the market? How do you use those trends to figure out which market you should tap into first, where you should put your focus? How are your competitors dealing with trends? So trends is a very important part of your market research, but it's also kind of ethereal as well, because it's quite difficult to pinpoint trends sometimes. And is this trend, is it a fad, or is it just fashionable? Is it something that's seasonal, or is it a kind of, has it got traction? Is it going to become mainstream? We've got things like, so I'm going to talk a little bit around the nature trends, and then I'm going to talk around different trends which might be applicable to your business. And then the last part is I'm going to try and get as many examples as possible, because often it's much nicer to look at the business and tap into trends and see how they are in line with trends, because that's just, I think, much more useful. And then what I'm also going to do is chat around a company called Arc Alpha. And our capsule is eventually placed in the and it will be a ozone sanitizing device for the hospitality industry. And I've literally pulled out all of our research and the kind of back and the trained research we did to back up the investment case that we took to our board, which is ultimately approved. So you can see how the confluence of maybe a number of different trends come together and actually really could support your business venture or the opportunity. So, I just elaborate on that, talking about the nature trends. So, timing is key. Because trying to get time right is very difficult. And I don't know if people have mentioned innovation champion, which often is spoken about. But often with products and new technologies, you want to kind of be riding the wave of a trend before it's kind of peaks, but not so early that people, it's not necessarily a mainstream trend. So for instance, you can think about tidal energy. Tidal energy in practice is renewable energy, it's green, but it's a very new technology. It hasn't really been tested, it hasn't gone through major feasibility studies. It's quite different to something like solar energy, which is now very much a trend and is in line with kind of all the different factors to make solar energy very applicable to us now. So it's not really making sense. But what I'm saying is, solar energy has been pioneered for the last 40 years. And we've got it to a stage where it's economically viable to actually have a solar powered heater on your home. But to actually have tidal energy and to develop tidal energy systems to a point, that isn't really a trend. Yes, it fits within the broader trend of being green, but you're going to spend so much time actually educating your market about this trend and about the possibility that often if you're the first mover in a market and you spend all your time educating the market, the person who copies you behind you kind of comes in and sweeps up the business. So Google wasn't the first search engine, but it kind of was, so often second or third entrance into a market are the ones that really ride this trend, because it's almost like the pioneers have gone out and really kind of broken ground for them. So that's what I mean about timing. At the same time, I'm going to talk about e-commerce later. What you don't want to do is to be behind the trend. So if someone came to me and said, I want to do another revised site in South Africa, I'd be like, are you great, but you 2.5 years too late, If it was 2.5 years ago and we were Groupon or Interdeal, that would have been great, it would have driven the way. The 25 that followed them all crashed and burned and died, and now you would really have to be very, very naive to not even realize that it all happened, it still wasn't open to stuff here. So that's what I kind of mean about time. Is the market ready? Is the technology ready? Is the legislation allowing you to do things? So are all the right pieces in the right place at the right time? Sometimes that's when new opportunities come up. So then, looking at, again, so we need to also look at the nature of these trends. So, macro trends tend to be much larger trends. They tend to last for a longer time. They tend to be quite global trends. Whereas micro trends and fads that are much shorter lived. You have to be very, very opportunistic and very, very quick and nimble and to really tap into that. Sometimes micro trends become massive trends. And become, because all macro trends start out as micro trends. And then looking again at trend versus fashion. So we were having a discussion around how many of you have noticed. This was a discussion with UCT students. How many people on Stellenbosch campus are suddenly wearing backpacks? Has anyone noticed an increase in backpacks? Now, at UCT, there is no increase in backpacks. it's around different types of backpacks. And it's around very thin strap backpack, normally leather, canvas, with leather detailing. So there is a new item. So someone picked up that this is a trend. Now, is it actually a trend, or is it fact? And what is the actual trend? Is the trend for backpacks, or is the trend for vintage items? When you wanting something that looks authentic and looks vintage rather than being a backpack. So the interpretation of what you perceive as a trend and what you perceive and what actually tracks into what trend is very important as well. And it is also quite good. And then talking about some of the trends and around your business opportunities, so tapping into different types of demographic trends. I love demographic trends because there's a trend for old people, and there's a trend for young people, and there's a trend for men, and there's definitely a trend for women, and so yeah, some trends you can find in everything, but also trends around society and social interactions and how this is very close related to technology trends. And then also trends around economics, so just general kind of big economic trends that are happening globally. And then looking at some of the technology trends. And kind of how do you draw on all of those to really position your business. So, sorry, that's my shipping trend. So, when you're looking at trends, actually a pretty good place to start is by trying to see where things are broken. Where is the burning need? And all of you should know what the burning need is that your business or your business context is trying to do. Because if it's not solving a burning need or taking away pain, then you don't have a business. Because ultimately that's what every single business should be trying to do. It should be trying to take away pain and solve the burning. And those are very easy to identify when this is for us. So, and also, if it is really a very visible problem to the market, then you don't have to spend massive marketing money educating them, saying, no, what you really need is only cotton machine, because your old cotton machine is just not giving you the type of cotton that you really need. Where someone says to me, there's a rural healthcare crisis, and this is how people are getting rural healthcare. They're literally here and get their vaccines out of the back of that. So that's a real problem. So, and how do you draw on conferences of different trends? So something that's really, I think, the lack of opportunity in health. So mobile healthcare initiatives. So especially in rural areas, we still have connectivity, people still have mobile phones, they have devices, they can get information on those phones, they can get reminders to take chronic medication. So that's one way to revolutionize the entire industry, drawing on a couple of different trends. And for instance, Vodacom is actually, in the strategic business units, they are putting aside funding for in-health initiatives. So you can see that not only the industry is tapping into this need, but there's a massive social need, and there's also the technology which is going to allow us to use all this burning pain to fix. Education is another thing that's broken. It's not just broken in South Africa, it's broken around the world. So how do you use technology and use trends and use the connectivity of people to start sharing and collaborating around learning? How do you get information to people who really need it? How do we find new information ourselves? So the whole modernized education is something else that's a massive opportunity.